Okay, hello, intro to SWE. Um, this is my open source project. I have my notes on the video right here, just basic stuff, and just has all the criteria I need to get to. So, to start off, the project description is Rocco Toolkit. It's a real-time audio streaming, which is really just like a normal audio streaming, but it focuses on like low latency. Working on it with low latency over bad networks or like not always good network while still maintaining high audio quality. I'll get to the pull request in a second. First, I want to go through the files. This is the main kind of file where all the code is. It's split amongst these three. I did my code in the test file. The public API is how other people access it. The modules is just like the actual kind of backend, how it really works, to be honest. And the tools is more for like if you want to use it through command lines, how to take in those inputs, right? My pull request is right here. Ooh, I don't know if you can see it, but it says ready to review down here. And I think that is all from Git. Let me just make sure. Yeah. And then, yeah, we can run through the code now right here. I only did one file. It's really just my pull request is to make test cases for both the encoder and decoder. That's a very general kind of overview of everything. To get into more technical stuff, this is how kind of it works. This is just set up over here and obviously over here. And then this line right here creates the encoder that we're going to use to test. This kind of sets up the test inputs, including this. This sets up the test outputs over here. And this loops through all the codecs, which was the requirement for the pull request. And then just to process the output, you have this final line. And this is all for the encoder. The decoder is basically the exact same, just switch encoder, all the things for the encoder, for the decoder. Not too much different. A couple things here and there, but overall the same. And then the final thing. Oh, also let me show you. This is the end up output after the big bit compiling and everything. When you run it, you get just the time over here for the encoder and decoder functions. And yeah, so that's the Git code. And then just talking about the expectations and what worked and didn't work. What did I write? I expected this to be very fun and very interesting, and it was. There was a lot of things that were. There was a lot of parts of this which was things I wanted to learn, but I haven't learned in classes, like real-time audio stuff. I had to install Ubuntu and Linux, as you can see through like some of the build file stuff, which is really cool. So yeah, I expected that, and I did meet that. What I did not expect was how difficult it would all be. I did not actually know that this project required me to download Linux, and later on I'll talk about it in the Roblox, but I had a lot of difficulty with that. Other than that, yeah, the main exception that I didn't know was that it was going to be very difficult, which has its benefits too. I learned a lot as well about how these type of stuff work, but yeah, I did not expect that. And then for the roadblocks, the biggest roadblock was downloading and running everything on Linux Ubuntu. I did not know that this was going to be a thing, so downloading Linux and then getting my code base to run on Linux and not Windows was took me a while. My computer actually crashed in the middle of it, so that was great. I had to kind of restart most of it, but yeah. And then for the future time, I would do a lot more research on what exactly the code base was and the pull request actually was. I kind of just saw real time audio and real time everything, and I got really excited. And I didn't really know that there was like so many Linux stuff. Luckily, I was taking OS, so I kind of knew what I had to do. But yeah, and then other than that, I definitely would have taken set aside more time. I did not have too much time. I